Connection lost. Connected.
Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are on this planet. It's Friday, end of the week, International Capital Preservation Day. But let's try to make some more money. So first of all, what I want to point out today, something I've been watching for the last week or so. These pink levels are basically where buyers were most aggressive in this whole range, basically for the past 5-6 months. Could even drag it further. But I kind of want to see what happens in the range. See if everything's still right. Yeah, so literally basically levels where the most bullish delta occurred in this range. Maybe not something I want to short against to. Maybe I want to wait for price to really confirm down and then reject below to short. Shorting against these levels hasn't been, how do I say this, profitable in the long term, like on a higher time frame, like a daily time frame. She might want to do the same thing, because this time she also kind of swept more lows, as in all these lows here. So obviously in this time compounding a lot of interest below those lows. Once price starts pushing down those lows, people need to start or gonna start taking action, as in sell their position, buying against it or whatever. but we swept all those lows and we're back in range. And for me personally, that the probability becomes that we will go to the opposite side of that range, or the closest liquidity zones, you could say. Yes, she can fail. Yes, she can stay in between, very range bound here and then sell off. But kind of want to be very careful, especially towards that 480 level to short against you. Just want to keep that in mind. Nothing really I use for entries or anything like that. Just narrative wise to give myself an idea where price is currently. I still need more screens. All right, profile wise, on a higher time frame, we basically Monday we opened with a gap down, and the overnight we bounced from all these levels, traded back into value from that composite, hitting the highs here at that composite, unable to trade above with conviction, failing that value area higher, trading towards that point of control, kind of started consolidating here, rejecting that, trading towards the value area low, unable to hold here, trading below, rejecting that value low. Then in the overnight we were trading towards that composite extreme, which also aligned with those purple lines, these pink lines I just talked about, areas where the buyers were most aggressive. So this is going to be a key level for the bulls to hold. If that starts flipping to the downside, it's going to be looking really whippy, volatile and spooky and heavy for a lot more downside. But I think as long as we stay above that level, looks good for a bounce, especially if you trade back into the value from that composite. Yes, we can reject here, trade back towards that 450 level. We could stay in between those levels for the rest of the session, for the rest of the week, to be seen what happens. But if you're like trading close towards that 450, probably want to be very careful with shorting against that level. It's a level that provided some nice bounces in the past and probably could do so now too, so we'll see. All right, from a session perspective, we are currently trading in the middle of value from yesterday. So just pointing out the levels from yesterday quickly. Right, so currently we're literally in the middle of value from yesterday. If we open up and we start trading above the value area high, I'll be looking for a move towards the range high and for a potential gap close of that session from Wednesday. Let's see what happens here. If we regain that, more upside, but that would be a nice trade idea. If price opens up bullish above that value area high, trading towards that prior range high for the potential of that gap close, that would be nice. trade. Sudden explosions. News, maybe? So yeah, still got 15 minutes till the open. Let me see, where's that? And if she sets up short, I'm just going to be very mindful of trade location towards regarding 450s. Let's see what happens. I do like the idea if price starts trading above the value area high for a move towards that gap close. Oh, really? I haven't really been watching price close, but yeah, just be mindful of trade location. It's like 40-point candle out of nowhere. Up and down. Nice.
got my sights on a headshot. Yeah, straight to both sides, switched up out of blue, yeah, she played both sides. Club from 2 to 2, tryna change the life. Nah, you just do that. I can tell just by the way you talk, yeah, you do this often. Know that you know what to do, just by the way you walk. God, tell me any problem, no, I can solve it. Fuck the post, go to the match, like Michael Jordan. Both sides, yeah, switch your bottom on.
Oh damn, I wasn't muted. My bad. Just trying to see what makes sense structure wise. It's gotta be a low. It's basically didn't create much structure to the, wait, I'm on the wrong chart. It didn't create much structure swing point wise on a somewhat higher time frame, as in a 15-minute. This is a 5-minute. It's basically straight up. So either way, we're opening up against the high of that range. Let's see if we can get some continuation. I'll probably be somewhat more patient, although we are kind of opening up against the extremes of the range, so I kind of like that to be aggressive. But I don't want to be aggressive anymore in the middle of the range like yesterday, even though I got a good idea for a gap close or whatever. Probably wait first 15 minutes next time. So we're about to open middle of the range. Middle of yesterday's range, at the high of yesterday. We're opening up at the highs of the overnight range, but we're opening up in the middle of value from the system from yesterday, if that makes sense. It's like 140 points. See what happens. I'm already up $800 due to a trade in the overnight, so looks like she wants that POC though. Okay, market opened.
Connection lost.
And Shitmick is back at it again.
Connection lost. Disconnected.
Gotta love it, rhythmic.
Connected.
Okay. I think we're back. Almost. Just need Apex to connect, please. Still waiting on Apex to reconnect here.
Disconnected. Connected. Connected.
Jesus. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. All right, we're back. Morning, Nicholas. Someone went on holiday. Yeah, I kind of want to do the same thing. Like if we start trading outside of value to the upside, prior range high, and the gap close 875, that would be a nice trade idea. And or potentially make you play from the 15 minutes IB. Still early though, but yeah, yes sir. Same level. Same level. Yes, same level.
told them pipe down. I don't care what's next, I need it right now. And I got it numbers going stupid like they dropped out. What they think they doing, I don't know, but we can find out. Feel like Lewis Hamilton said, go and shut the lights out. Look, if I said it, you already know. They ain't never touching what I'm doing, told them let it go. I ain't with it ticky-tack like I ain't playing X and O's. Go compare the numbers, said I think they missing decimals. Look, told them that I'm about to run it now. Too much money out of music, dog. Now the bank is never running now. Educated on the business, said when I'm talking to him, I can dumb it down. At the summit of this mountain, dog, and I'm camping out. I'm never coming down. Look, pipe down. I don't care what's next, I need it right now. And I got it numbers going stupid like they dropped out. What they think they doing, I don't know, but we can find out. Feel like Lewis Hamilton said, go and shut the lights out. Lights out. Floor is in the sauna, but I'm iced out. Back up on my balls, so I said I feel like Mike now. Said I never do this, but they push me, so I might now. And I checked your monthlies, dog, those pockets getting tight now. Look, told them all I'm about to make it out. Reinvested every dollar, dog, and I told them all never take it out. When they talking about my name now, told them don't be scared, gotta say it loud. Lot of trash in these stories lately, like
We also got red folder news, top of the hour. I mean, Michigan sentiment and jolts, and that's gonna move a 1 minute candle for sure. She's kind of opening up like yesterday. Kind of like it, but I'm restricting myself to diddle here. Like it though. Be a real tight stop. It could be a moment. I was debating to long it, but I'm kind of restricting myself. If she's not trading at the extremes of my levels, I kind of want to chill out. I put myself in too much heat always doing those things. Potentially waiting for the first 15 to close and then play an IB play from that 15 minute if she allows it to. Kind of want to keep it compressed until first 15. That would be nice. Oh, muted. Muted. I just said that I really like it towards, or the idea, if you start trading above these levels for a move towards price range high in the gap close here. Kind of was debating too long here, but I kind of want to restrict myself upon open from trading outside, not against the edges. Kind of want to do business here upon open where she's right now, just to prevent myself from taking too much heat early on in the session unnecessarily. She's kind of making the move right now though. It's going to be looking really good above 740s. Kind of want to wait for a pullback. At the same time, I don't want to see price trading under that aggression. It's very likely for it to keep trading above it, but I don't want to enter here. This is just a very bad trade location. This would be the most aggressive place to long against. Kind of want to be precise too. A little bit of a pullback would be nice. Do we get the news in 10 minutes? Kind of looking for a retest towards 700, 711s would be the max. Basically, if you lose or drop back into value from yesterday, I'm losing the interest of long. That's basically the level it has to hold for me. Do like what's happening here though. 10 minutes till the news. Trying to remind myself that there's news in 10 minutes, that I don't push a button 5 seconds before the news drop. That happens a lot. Still strong though. Absorbed, absorbed, absorbed. Not the biggest fan of this structure. Trade idea is valid though. Move towards the prior range high, gap close. Strengthen the move, strengthen the session. Level's good. Setup is good. Going break even.
Connection lost.
Apex shits the bed in the middle of my trade. Who's that?
Connected.
Stop is still in a very bad spot. Basically, demand, but I don't want to be involved in fuckery. You still can't cancel your order at this time? If we start pushing that level, very likely to trail $220. News in 4. Sellers trying to push. Keep pushing now. NASDAQ, keep pushing now. Thank you. God damn it. Freaking idea is still super valid. Damn you, NASDAQ. Oh, the news. The news. This one was too aggressive, I think. Still like the area though. Let's wait for some structure. Do we get that news too? That's super annoying. This could be a quick move down and up. Buyers trying to step in again. Come on down. Strong though. Delta is freaking strong here. Less than a minute to the news. She's gonna drop the news and then move, make the move. Kind of went lower. It's brutal that this move is gonna happen on fucking news drop. News. Delta is strong. Level strong. Idea strong. Delta. I mean NASDAQ. Be strong. Go past the box. This again for me is a valid setup. My stop is just very tight and I kind of want to be in the move. Could fail. Looks like it's gonna fail. I still like it though. It's brutal. Brutal NASDAQ. Could be a second mouse gets the cheese kind of thing right here. Would be a huge swing fill play, leaving the gap open. Could leave the gap open. It's not a thing. But setup still looks strong and data looks strong. Again, getting absorbed hard. She has to push through or she's just failing again. It's brutal. Very, very brutal, NASDAQ. She has to pop through 740s. Otherwise, she ain't going nowhere. Rejecting. Brutal. There goes my profits from the overnight. Too focused on the gap close. Case to be made to be more aggressive with my trail. Just looked good every time. Not gonna lie. case to be made. This is a huge swing failure. And for my levels, I should be short-minded under 6,740. Yeah, just feeling big time now. This is like literally the last line of defense. If this fails, the whole idea I had in my head for the gap close and the strength is wrong, obviously. Very likely to be stopped out again here. This was a really, how do I say this? I just like the trade location more than structure. Wires trying to step in here. You gotta push through, otherwise it's just getting absorbed once again. And that's been the case for like the whole move down. So unless it starts trading above 690s, ASAP, it's gonna be the same thing. Push through, push through. A lot of buying, but there's no result. So that's not good. It's not good. Look at the struggle. Look at the struggle. I'm gonna get annihilated on this one too.
I got the time today. I'm looking for out of the phase, want all of the smoke. All of my goals inside of the scope. I'm taking it healed and coming for more. Woke up, didn't even stretch. I'm placing my bets on myself. I be doing the most. Why you always talk like you wanted it goats? I ain't gotta speak cause I already know. This ain't been new to me.
She pops on my ad. Right now. He's struggling hard. It's not even passing the cyan line. It's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. Dude, they're selling it hard here. Delta is flushing. Well, there goes the profits of today. I do like it. Such a bad thing to do. Selling it hard here. The price not going anywhere. Let me select stop loss, please. Someone needs to wait for structure. I'm gonna take a little bit of a walk, stretch my legs, because I'm freaking catching bottoms, catching knives. Just annoying as fuck. Was a lot of pressure to the upside. Here still. I think I should have called it quits afterwards, but the level of the profile makes sense. It's just getting annihilated. All the longs are just getting absorbed hard. Definitely not getting rewards for being aggressive. And the thing is, like, that 740 is my flip level. I just like the long so much from that profile perspective and the delta perspective. Definitely tricked me hard there. I think I was married to that gap close idea a little bit too much. Maybe. Oh, caught me in that move so late. What? I'm not even in a fucking move? Oh, Jesus. So I was trying to push. Kind of need to protect myself when they step in. If they fail, this could be a flip. Who's overtrading on a Friday? Oh, really? I'm stretching my legs for 2 minutes. I'll be right back. They're selling it hard again here, which is interesting. Kind of over trying to fight the strength of the sellers, even though I like the long, but wasted my bullets to do so. Could have waited for something like this to break and then join.
Taking big shots, just stop where I'm driven, no pit stops. This hot, I ain't playing like a 6 spot. Pissed off, thought I told him this a chip shot. I ain't missing cause you know I'm taking big shots. Just stop where I'm driven, no pit stops. This hot, I ain't playing like a 6 spot. Pissed off, thought I told him this a chip shot. I ain't missing cause you know I'm taking big shots. They've been trying to get me cheap like a thrift shop, but I told them it's my time, shit the wristwatch. They've been talking way before they even doing some. If they wanna play, let's get it.
It's a little bit of a battle going on here. Not the best trade location, probably. Does look like a little bit of absorption on the bottom here. This could have been the thing to wait for. Although she did that a few times before, just not that obvious with the structure. At the same time, if 650 wicks to the bottom, that could be a nice flush too. Delta is all over the place here. Just need to focus on the structure, not on that freaking gap close. From a bigger time frame perspective, everything under 711, 740 is really not strong. At the same time, that overnight POC is 640 at massive bullish delta. Guess that was the location to that move. They all kind of made sense though, what I was trying to do. That was a little impulsive. Again, re-entry that could have been avoided, but overall. Delta fairly flat from that move up here though. Obviously we don't get rebalances. Don't want to chase, to be honest. Really like the idea. Structure is just shit again.
Watching me, I got them bitches mad then. 2:33 and I'm still going hard then. I'll buy a building just to burn it down then. Phone keeps on ringing.
Should have gone on the close. I really need to start taking the closes instead of waiting for those rebalances on those candles. Gives me a better entry, but as in right now, I'm not even in the fucking move. So there's that. Would have been a nice trade. Ideal trade location. What do you mean? What chart is this? This is a 1 minute NASDAQ. If I just would have put more focus on structure instead of this freaking volume profile, would have saved me some P&L. Do like for continuation down though. Just gonna need to have some patience for straight location because this is shit straight location. At the same time, this price action is
Connection lost.
super balanced.
Connected.
They were getting absorbed here though. Brutal Friday trading. I wish I still had P&L. Give back my P&L. Someone was catching the knife. I should have stopped when we started breaking 740s. I still liked it from the first 15-minute perspective with the gap. Got a little bit married to the gap, Nicholas, which is not a good thing. But then reset my brain, trade your levels, wanted to go short, and then just not able to catch it. No rebalance, just melting. That was ideal trade location for a short. But she could go a long way down. It's a big overnight. Yeah, true, but there's so many times, it's more than not, that she retraces to some balance and then goes up, so the levels kind of still made sense. Yeah. Once I saw after this move, where is it? So I went long again here, price moves up nicely, and then the absorption. One, I should have been break even on that, and two, that should have been my sign of weakness against that level. Yeah. Yeah, I can't move charts because then my streaming software will flip. I'm using the 15-minute though. Levels I'm using are perfectly fine to trade from. I just got where is it? A little bit too focused on this here. If it wasn't for that, different story, but yeah. It's what it is. No, I really don't like it trade location wise. Not sure what we'll do. Would have been a nice short, wouldn't it be? Would have been. Isn't it in queue? I'm expecting the move towards the lows here. 380s, 430s. Also got 473s, big level. There's room to play. Not necessarily looking to value from yesterday. A retrace, an IB play to the downside would be probably too much to ask. Thank you. It's far away. It's never gonna happen. Also basically rejecting that weekly value again. I mean that composite value. Overall, I'll be looking for those levels again. Would you be so kind to provide a short? I mean, she has been, but this would be so aggressive once again. Jesus. So bad. I want to be out quick. I don't want to be in. Just trying to play a momentum play when she's already freaking so much down against Delta is getting absorbed. Watch me put it break even, get stopped out. Well, after she moves, like I don't want to be in that position. Should have left it, but that was a stupid idea to short there. You know, it made sense. It's kind of doing a bad thing against that absorption. Kind of need to wait for better trade location. So that's what I need to do. Some more meat on the bone. And the thing is, there's like a lot of selling down low here after a big move down, like 200 points down. It's not the most ideal trade location to fight against, even though it still makes sense. I just don't deserve to be that aggressive in bad trade location. Sellers are still hammering it though. Yeah, but that's the thing. It's absorbed. So we're being super aggressive with selling it, and it's not going down. That means there's a passive player putting their orders, getting filled. So there's no effort in their or result in their effort. Means this is potentially an absorption level. Obviously, they can still push the lows over and over, but it's not the strongest for sell pressure. I also kind of don't want to fight that. So I kind of need to wait for a pullback and then join. I could very well just stair step down though, but yeah. I'm calling the buy like I sit to the top. If the reaction of the absorption is being respected. Oh yeah. But when I see this is enough for me to hold off. Like the expected value of the trade location here is just skewed. Like overall, I'm looking for bounces anywhere in between 480 and 400, basically here. So that's a bit skewed. Ideal trade location between 7 and 11 and 740 for shorts, obviously. I'm really bummed that it didn't freaking rebalance on that level. I mean, I would have sitting be sweet short. I just really don't like to enter on 1 minute candle closes. All it had to do was go up 5 points. Well, that's all what it had to do. Then a re-entry. Did that make sense? I mean, we were short there. But that was really aggressive. And then the connection dropped. And then the move played out. just melting. It's already 100 points. Damn. If only I would have committed. But I really didn't like that trade. Location, that was the worst. And I don't have that much P&L left for the day, so that was kind of a thing. Trade location is getting worse and worse, so most aggressive short would be against 540s. And it's gonna start looking like a buy sooner than later. It's already against 480, which I said I wouldn't want to long against you. This was a way better trade. Can't they all be like that? I gotta be really mindful against 480s. Should have not been focused so much on a fucking session profile. Just trade that overnight. Might be a thing from next week. Like it for a narrative, but I should respect these levels. CVD is still crushing it to the downside though, but I don't want to. I'm expecting some kind of reaction at these levels here. She melts through all these levels and rejects this. This is gonna be looking really, really spooky. Catch knives. Maybe. At this point, I'm starting to like the longs more than the shorts, believe it or not. Could potentially size down. That is a smart thing to do or not? I mean, using the delta is powerful. It's just rebalance, rebalance, rebalance. We'll get to rebalance. Of course, we get to rebalance. Catching a knife. Like buyers are pushing it here and there's just no results. Like this is the thing prior to this entry too. Like I get the location, buyers are stepping in, but they're just getting hammered. Like obviously the pressure is to the downside. Just squeeze them. Yes, squeeze them all. Squeeze them all. Don't fail. Don't fail. Brutal. Like they're buying it hard. They're just getting slammed by sellers. It's crazy. It's crazy. Just really not a fan of how that moves. Is that a thing, dude? Jesus. Let's join this. Nope. What happened there? I'm getting fooled here, dude. Oh my god. Don't do this to me, NASDAQ. Don't you do it. I have a patience issue at the moment. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Freaking down 780. What's up 800? Jesus. How did I do that? An orb indicator. Yes, it has. It has the How was it named? The Deep MIVB. Could have waited for this candle to rebalance. Could have set my stop below the stop where it needed to be. Would have been okay. And I'm trading like shit. Could have waited for price to regain value and play the rebalance. So many things I should have done. It's just like if 20-point wick, it's not that bad. Not gonna make my P&L back if I mess up my trades like that. Idea was right. Idea was right. Now everything becomes really unclear. So the move up initially towards the gap close made sense. And then eventually she pulled back way too much. The short made sense towards lower levels. The long makes sense around these levels. Anything in between, if she doesn't continue down, it's going to be looking really unclear. How did I manage to miss that long up, dude? Should really just focus on a protection level instead of what freaking NASDAQ is doing. Once again, would have been again super trade location. Once on top, missed a trade, would have been ideal trade location, and now at the bottom I managed to freaking fuck that up. Slightly annoyed. looks more than a long than a short this time. Not so very interested in pushing buttons anymore. Although this area would make sense for short. Definitely gonna be a lost trade idea. This account. It's like a bouncy spot, and I don't want to be involved in pullbacks. No rebalances. You can do it. I've seen it before. No rebalances. Very likely to bounce here. Kind of want to see it flush, obviously. It's at like the 514s at least. Immediate fail. She has to fail immediately. Kind of wanted to add there. Too slow. I want to take some profits, but I want it to push a little bit further. Can we do that? NASDAQ. Just a little bit of a flush under 727. I want to be careful against that level here. Trade below and close. Bouncy bounce. I'll take it. Oh, it's already about lunchtime. Damn it. We're still running an hour earlier in Europe than US, so it's already lunchtime in half an hour. Damn. Do favor upside though. Not the biggest fan of shorting against 480s here. Delta is super flat here. Kind of want to be aggressive for a potential short here from Melt. I kind of don't deserve to be aggressive. If I was up, I would have done it. Still needs to present something to do it, but kind of like how it's moving here. Could be a flip too. Everything says down though. Like if this doesn't flush immediately, then I don't want to be in because of what's going on right here. Kind of need to flip it. Kind of need to flip it. Fuck. Too slow. Too slow. Someone's getting hungry. Just quickly ordering something to eat. Not the biggest fan of shorting against these levels here. Maybe for another reload. Let's remove some levels and see what's up. Oh look, someone was catching a knife. Nice. Kind of don't want to short against these levels. Kind of want to get involved in longs potentially lower. If she bounces, that is. Everything is heavily skewed to the downside though. Especially under that 473 low. Kind of want to see it lower. Lower, lower, lower. NASDAQ, can you flush? Oh, it's already lunchtime. Forgot about that. We got a lot of bubbles going on here. 40. To like it lower, but I don't like short against that level. I'm also done for the day. Probably not the smartest move. Somewhat of a battle going on here. She has to immediately flush. Wick the lows. I'll go jail my entry. Wick the lows. 56? Like, it's not that much, is it? Yeah, from a structure perspective, all the way down low here. But I'll be chilled out way before that. This is where the buyers are the most aggressive in the overnight. Yeah, but she has to flush here. This is the bounce spot here. Obviously, there's so much sell pressure. This is not going to hold it up, right? NASDAQ. Could potentially trail 45s, secure 200 bucks. If we wick the lows, I will do so. NASDAQ, can you wick the prior candles low, please? Thank you very much. Big bubble. You want to see continuation from the big bubble. If the big bubble continues, we are cruising. If the big bubble doesn't continue, very likely to get stopped out. Kind of want to trail 26s. Can we have a little bit of an impulse? NASDAQ, just a slight jolt. Thank you. Buyers try to step in. That would be good if price fails. That would mean it's flushing. If I drop my trail here, I would be break even on the day. Close to the lows. Why wouldn't you do that? Why would you give that all back? I'm dropping it right there. Yeah. I don't want to be involved in a pullback and then give that all back and then even though it looks very good for a flush of the 400s here and potentially way lower. The other account's up $100 by some reason. Okay. Everything under 427 is very heavy. Still rejecting the place where the buyers are most aggressive then in the overnight. So that's good for stop pressure. On the flip side, if she gains, still looks good. Yeah, I needed that trade, sir. Heavily. Been trading like a brainless monkey, if that's even a thing. If I have 397 flushes, I'll be looking for 340s. That's another 70 points down. Like even three, yeah. Absorption. Careful. I had my hands in my pocket. I would have fucking pushed the button. I had my hands in the pocket for a reason.
Connection lost.
Oh yeah, there she goes. Obviously. That was a beauty of an absorption on that level. Very impossible to trade, but
Connected.
if you would just fucking punch it and put your stop below it, yeah. Sellers pushing hard, failed to push through, buyer stepping in, closing above on a key level. Pretty much a brainless entry. Beautiful. Yeah, ideal trade location is definitely at these levels here. 426, 27, 397. And or potentially wait for price to gain 480s to then regain and do the short squeeze. That's a potential thing that could happen. Don't want to marry to any more ideas today because that didn't help me earlier on today. But if she gains 480s, that would be looking real sweet to do so. But before that, I kind of want to be careful. Dealing with like 50-point candles here all of a sudden. Lunchtime. Even from a swing profile perspective, you want to see a 480 level get gained. But it would be looking really good if she gains that for a squeeze. Not the biggest fan of shorting against these lows, although we're really flushing from key levels where buyers were most present. Let me see. Put that weekly on. So one pink level is from. Wait, let me. No. So one of these pink levels is coming from a half yearly, like past 5-6 months of price action. This is where the buyers were most aggressive, outside of value, just out of balance. This is where if price is out of balance, out of value, hits those levels, it should be respected. As in, for example, you see here, I usually use like 1 on the bearish side and 1 on the bullish side. As you can see here in the past, it has been getting picked up every time. So this is why I'm kind of wary of shorting against that level. At the same time, if we close below that level and reject that level with some more conviction, it's going to be looking really spooky for moves towards way lower prices. So that on that account. And then on the weekly, on the composite profile here, this is where buyers were most aggressive in the last 5-6 weeks. So if this fails with conviction and rejects with conviction, yeah, lower targets to be seen. But at the same time, it's been getting picked up here too. So kind of on the fence on shorting against these levels. Obviously, if she's gonna reject, she's gonna melt. But the expected value of the trade goes down, especially on the day. Point of control from another day. I don't see pucks from other days here. They're all way up there. They're all above higher prices on my screen. And then combined with the red level is where the buyers were most aggressive in the overnight. So there's a lot of levels here where the buyers were most aggressive. So obviously if this fails, it's a super bearish thing. But on the flip side, if she gains, I like it for a narrative that on multiple time frames, buyers are super aggressive here. And we got a huge down move, so a short squeeze. So going long, using that support, squeezing the shorts from today could be a play. I think that's more of a play for me than trying to short the bottom here. I mean, the bottom. I don't know if it's the bottom. Feels like it, but not sure. And then especially from if you look at the overnight as a range, if we drop outside of 400, gain back into that range, I'll be looking for a range play and back to the other side of the range, or at least the middle. So I kind of don't want to short against these levels. Or we fail 400 and stay trading below 400. That's where I would be willing to short. Not sure. I'm actually happy to be break even again. Not gonna lie. Top of the hour, lunchtime in 5 minutes. And someone's hungry. I might take a, I might stream for a longer time today because one, I need to eat, so I'll take a little break. I'll keep the stream online and stream this chart, but afterwards, I do like the potential play. I mean, I want to be around if it happens for a squeeze of all the shorts that were placed in this session. If that even happens. I don't want to get married to that idea for sure, but I like that more than shorting at this point in time. Yeah, the levels work. I just try to focus more on overnight levels, more closer by, and then use session profiles and weeklies as narrative. I should have done so more today, because I was way too focused on, where is it here, closing that freaking gap. Yeah, happens, I guess. I just gave back like $800 of profits doing so that was not good. Not good on me. CVD also nearly has been flat since 45 minutes. I mean, especially from this price action, CVD has basically been very dead flat, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I got like a little bit of the opposite today, CJ, as in, oh, I get $800. Let's try it here. Looks good. Looks good. Stop out. Looks good. Stop out. Looks good. Stop out. So I got 400 left. It allows you to be more aggressive, and the trades I made kind of made sense. And on another day, it might work. But at the same time, where's my trades here? So basically, yeah, the overnight high, the orange level here, that was the flip zone. I should have stopped there, but profile wise, I kind of like the IB plays I do. For example, is doesn't matter if it's 15, it's 30 minutes, it's an hourly. If it trades outside of that IB, a retrace towards value from that, in this case, man, what the fuck just happened? So value from that first 15 minutes in this case, everything, a pullback towards there should be still a long. I don't think it was bad to try it. I definitely should have stopped at some point, but it wasn't aligning with the level here, because the overnight level was such a big level. If you look back to like yesterday's price action, it was like it's around the same level where, yeah, 740s was holding back yesterday. So that was a key level. So it didn't line up with the IB play I was trying to do. I was just going for the IB close. I mean, for the gap close. Brutal. Only thing I can do is get back break even and make more money. walking away was a big thing though. Like just even though I was just walking down the stairs and back up, just telling myself to focus on the right things helps. And also, CJ, there could be like rules when you're like, I'm up, for example, $800, and they're like, okay, I can be aggressive, I can do whatever I want, but when I hit zero, when I spend it all, I quit for the day. I'm done. And that is the thing. It doesn't happen. Like I put myself in a $800 drawdown instead of stopping at zero because I can't stop because I'm sitting here streaming, trading, wanting to make money. So it's more of the how do I say this? It's more of having those risk rules. Once you give back to stop and doing that's more important than not being aggressive in a trade, because being aggressive is good. It's just controlling the behavior when you're back in at zero. That's where it makes or break a trader or accounts. Yeah, the give back rule should be hard coded into software, because I can't. It's very hard for me to, especially when streaming like this, and even without streaming, it's probably as worse to have like a give back rule and be done for the day and just be happy with zero and still see a setup. You literally have to like shut down the machine and walk away, then otherwise that's not happening. It's always going to be a thing, CJ. It's always going to be a thing. I try to be more aware of trade location to like stop me, and also like the window of opportunity. Like there already has been so many good trade ideas that have been played out. At this point in time, it's really fishing for entries. There has to be a little bit of a narrative behind it, not just trade location and a candle structure and bubbles of delta, because that's how I get lost in over trading. But I do like the narrative of the squeeze. To be seen. To be seen. I'm sticking around for it. Could also switch to eval, but we'll see. Kind of, if it does it could be a nice move. But that's only what I want to put my money on at this point in time. Is playing the squeeze. But then she has to regain 480s, at least 480s. You can also see in the current volume profile this big distribution. Wait, I got some music playing that's not copy. Right. Yeah, CVD is still shit. So that's why it's an idea, right? It's a trade idea. If it happens, I would like it. There's just a lot of things that has to like happen. Obviously, buyers need to step in. Price has to trade above 480s, then reevaluate, and then still need to see the right things to enter and put your stop, or like use this protection. Damn, I'm really getting hungry. Ideal trade location is down low here, but I'm not feeling risky anymore for the day. Kind of want to be late in the move, like see the first impulse move, see the delta rise, see the levels get gained, hope for a good pullback, see the right things, enter, get a little bit of a squeeze, and be done for the day. That's the only thing I want to play. Let's see. There's times where I just put my long on that red level, put my stop below, and go chill. If it stops you, it stops you. Vice versa too. Would have been freaking just short that level, which I was trying to do, and put your stop above right there and chill. This happens so much, those levels, dude. So much. Level to level. So good. Man, go run, man. Go run. Go enjoy that weekend. Yeah. I think my pizza is here. Yeah, so I'm gonna eat. I'll leave the stream up, and I'll be back for the potential, because it looks like she wants to squeeze. But I'm choosing my pizza for now. I can't anticipate a move like this. It's not financial advice. It's on my screen. This is not financial advice. I'm gonna go for my pizza. CJ, if I don't see you anymore, have a good weekend, and I'll see you next week.
step, raise the whole room higher. Pick up your step, don't try hard. Down, up, down like a boom bap choir. Turn out the beat, raise up the heat. Kick up your feet like this, like that. Word on the street says you got the heat, so let's see you move like this, like that. Real big stepper, about to make it rain, you might need an umbrella. Whoa, a little spice, pour the pepper. Boy, it's just a game, I ain't being sentimental. Get in position, I got a good intuition. I gotta move with precision to avoid demolition. I got a premonition that we taking ignition. I'm like a man on a mission, I see the moon in my vision. Like, turn down the beat, raise up the heat. Kick up your feet like this, like that. Word on the street says you got the heat, so let's see you move like this, like that.
stuff to